Welcome back. So this is the last session of our Jira series that is focused on tracking everything using requirement traceability. So one of the biggest challenges is to ensure that every requirement is properly implemented and tested, and often teams lose track of what has been done, what still needs testing, or which defects relate to which requirements. So this is where the requirement traceability comes in. After covering other topics, now in this session we will cover how Jira helps us in tracking everything using requirement traceability. Traceability is a practice of linking requirements to their corresponding design elements, implementation tasks, the tests, the defects, so that every piece of work is accounted for and visible. With traceability, you can answer critical questions at any stage, like which requirements are complete, which tests have been executed, and are there any open defects affecting the requirements. So in this video, we will walk through how to track everything using requirement traceability in Jira. So by the end of the session, you will be able to understand the concept of traceability again in the context of Jira, and you will be able to navigate from the epic story, then to subtasks and to bug to ensure the full visibility, and to verify that every requirement has test coverage, and you can track defects and ensure they are properly linked to the requirements. And you will learn how to use Jira board or fields to get a visual and you can say actionable overview of traceability. Demonstration will be done with the help of real world example using a same food delivery app feature that we were referring in the last sessions. So open Jira and navigate to Epic, representing the feature or a requirement. The Epic acts as a top level container for all the related requirements. Every story underneath your Epic should correspond to the specific requirement within the feature. The goal is to ensure full traceability from high level requirement to the user stories, then to test cases, then to issues, and then to finally their completion. So select an epic such as food ordering flow. On the epic screen, observe the epic summary and description, the progress bar showing the percentage of completed stories. This view provides a bird's eye perspective of all the requirements associated with the feature. Open a story under the epic, for example, make payment. Review the description and acceptance criteria carefully, like a user can select the card or cash on delivery payment methods. Payment success triggers confirmation page. Payment failure displays an error message. So this story represents a requirement derived from an epic. The acceptance criteria ensure clarity for testing and validation. Scroll to the subtask associated with the story, like validate card payment, validate cash on delivery payment, handle payment failure. Each subtask contains structured test steps in its description, like for example, click checkout, enter card details, click pay now, verify the confirmation page. These subtasks serve as a traceable test cases, mapping the story's requirement directly to the execution steps. If any issue occurred during testing, you can view the linked bugs. For each bug, examine the steps to reproduce, actual versus the expected behavior, the current status like open or in progress or done. This creates a full traceability chain from the requirement to test, then to defect, and to its resolution. Repeat this for other stories. For each story under the epic, confirm the acceptance criteria, whether it is defined, verify the subtasks, map each requirement to specific test steps, and click bugs for any issue and their resolution. So navigating this way ensures that every requirement is accounted for and testing coverage is complete. Switch to the board view to see the progress of all stories, the subtasks and bugs. So stories progress like to do, in progress or done. Subtasks, you can see the execution status, and for bugs you can see whether they are open or resolved. By navigating through the epic, which means your requirement, to story, which is the requirement breakdown, then subtask, which is a test execution, and bug in terms of defect resolution, it is possible to demonstrate that all the requirements are tested all the defects are addressed, and all the stories are complete. So once confirmed, the epic can be marked as done, signaling that the feature is fully validated. Requirement traceability is built into the workflow. Every requirement is linked to stories, and each story is connected to the testable subtask, and any issue are tracked with the help of bugs. This approach provides a complete end-to-end visibility, making it very easy to demonstrate the coverage and the quality at any stage of development. We have gone through the complete walkthrough of Jira. We learned how to create user stories and link them and write a strong acceptance criteria and any relevant frameworks within it. Then we studied how to validate the requirements from the tester's perspective. And finally, in this session, we have seen how to track everything using the requirements traceability concept. So stay tuned for similar sessions.